Okay, so I'll study for my physics finals for 3 hours, my science finals for 2 hours, and my math finals for 3 hours. After some time of studying later. I don't get all of this information. I've been studying for so long, but it seems like I haven't learned anything. My mind seems so overwhelmed. What you've seen here is someone who couldn't manage their time effectively. This individual could have used the right time-taking strategies and would have completed these tasks in a more efficient and productive way. Now I want to ask you a question. What do you think time management is? Although many of your definitions might be different, my definition for time management is to complete as many tasks as you can in a day and putting them in a certain order so you can complete. But this is not what time management is. Time management has a whole different definition. To start off with, I'm going to tell you a rule for time management. There's a study that shows if you put 20% of effort on a task, you'll produce 80% of the outcome, meaning you'll be more productive in the task. You'll learn more information from the task you're doing. Whereas if you put 80% of effort on a task, you'll gain 20% of the outcome, meaning you'll not be that much productive. You won't be that efficient in what you're doing. And this is called the 80-20 rule. And it's used in Henry Ford in his assembly line. For 1 month, Henry Ford made his employees work 6 days a week, 12 hours a day. And he marked down the productivity of the employees. And over here, this is the productivity, and this is the days of the month. And Henry Ford noticed that the productivity of the employees had a dramatic decrease in this style of work. Whereas in the second month, Henry Ford made his employees work for 5 days a week, 10 hours a day. And he noted down the productivity of the employees, and he saw a great difference of the productivity. In the second month, the productivity of the employees maintained at a high level throughout the whole month and made a decrease. Now you might be wondering, why is this? Well, for the first month, the employees were putting 80% of effort, and the outcome was 20%, which was a low productivity level. Whereas in the second month, the employees put 20% of effort on the tasks they were doing and had a higher outcome, meaning a higher productivity. The same thing for time management also applies for students. At Pierce College, a professor, Dr. Marty Lobel, made a study between students to get a 3.0 GPA and a 4.0 GPA. He noticed that when kids who get a 4.0 GPA study, they re-focus themselves when they're studying, meaning when they know that their concentration is going down, they refocus themselves so their concentration level goes back up. Whereas the students who get 3.0 GPAs, or not the grades that they don't want to get, they usually, when they study, they don't refocus themselves when they're doing work, meaning their productivity level goes down and stays low, like over here. So the y-axis is the productivity level, and the x-axis is the number of hours spent on studying. Now, if you notice here that the kids who don't refocus themselves with their concentration, they're putting 80% effort and the outcome is 20%, and vice versa for the other graph. So now if you're thinking, what's the solution for this? Well, Dr. Marty Lobel says that you have to stop. Refocus yourself in what you're doing and take a 5-minute break, and this has to be quick. And this 5-minute break, you can do anything that will refocus your concentration. Now, I want to ask you the question I asked you from the start of this talk. What is time management to you? Well, although many of your answers might have changed, or maybe some of your answers are still the same, my answer has certainly changed, and I believe that time management is about managing your energy and knowing when your stopping point is. And I believe if everyone applies the same definition of time management throughout the world, many people will be more productive in what they're doing. Many employees will like their jobs, and most importantly, many students won't be failing in their tests. Thank you.